Hey everyone, it's Jessica from Cupcakes, Rings, and Glittery Things. I'm just doing a short video today as I prep for a month of Halloween. On my blog, I tried out blood splatter nails. In lieu of my love of Dexter, I thought this would be a fun little DIY, mainly because I haven't found any of the stick-on nail enamels. I have found artificial press-ons. I think it's a company called Vampires or something. You can get it at a Halloween shop, or you can search probably Amazon and eBay for it. I'm not a fan of press-ons. I don't like long nails, so I thought let's give these a shot. So obviously there's one bad nail here. It's this one. I guess I blew too hard through the straw. So overall, I'm impressed with my first time doing this. What you'll need is tape, lots and lots of tape, straws, red nail polish, an undercolor. I would say get something like a light gray or white, and a good top coat. So what I did was I wanted a little shimmer to the nails too, just to pick up extra light, but I used Essie's Great Expectations. It's just a simple gray with Sephora by OPI Wild About Shimmer. So I mixed these two together. If you look closely, oh boy, that's not a good nail. Alright, well that's probably as white as you're going to see. So that has the lighter undercolor that you can see. And then I picked my favorite red by OPI, Big Apple Red, as my blood color. I'm sure you could mix colors or find something a little more realistic, but I was just doing a test run to see how it would go so I could get started on my everyday of Halloween during October. So what I did was I painted the base color after I put on my base coat. I did these two. I let them dry really, really good. That's super important to the whole aesthetics of the nail. If you don't let your base dry and you go to do the red on top and then you go to cover it with a clear coat, your red's gonna smudge. So, and you also, you have to apply a lot of tape around the nail. So if it's still wet, you're gonna mess up your nails to begin with. So then what I used is regular tape, and I taped the surrounding area around the fingernail and the bottom, making sure that very little skin, if any, was exposed. This is a messy, messy project. I had to use fingernail polish remover on my table. It's a messy project, so let me just preface that, but it does turn out to be some fun results. So tape off the nails once they've dried. You could probably even do it before this. I just don't know if you're going to actually want to do something while your nails dry that would require you to be able to use your nail beds or your finger beds. So just one of those things, or pads, finger pad, whatever. So just think about that. So if you have the time to chill and just watch TV show or something, then tape them up beforehand. It might make it a little bit easier. If you don't have the time to do that and you are going to want to do something in between, then wait until later, until your nails are dry, to tape it. And then what you're going to do, now I've done it two different ways, and I'm only saying from my experience, I got much better results on hand 2 than I did on hand 1 by switching it. So what I did for hand 1, which you can see the results are not nearly as good, maybe a few good nails, so it's not awful, but it's not great. What I did was just poured a little bit of the red out onto an old magazine. That's what I used. You can use a paper plate, whatever. Just make sure that you have enough thickness. If you're using one paper plate, that's not going to be enough and you're going to ruin whatever surface you're using. So just make sure that you have a little bit of thickness underneath of it to catch the color, as it will seep through. So I poured a little bit on the paper plate. I have a story too. Of course I have a story. So you're going to pour a little bit onto a paper plate. You're going to smudge it around. Do not think that you're going to be awesome and suck it up That was the dumbest move I've ever made. Like, I've never done anything harmful to my body ever, and I think I just, like, took 7 years off of my life. I didn't pull up any, I just pulled up fumes, but I just wanted to get it a little bit into there so I could get a good blow. Don't do that. Don't. You're gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna stop watching this girl on YouTube because she's a moron. I know, sometimes when you're just trying to make something happen, you don't really think about the end result or what will happen to get to achieve the end result. So don't suck into the straw. If you feel that this is the route that you want to go, just go across, make sure that your hole has enough polish, bring it to your nail, and just blow into it. Once you do that, you should achieve some splatter action. No nail will be the same. Like I said, one, I must have had too much on it, so the whole freaking nail was covered in red. It was not a splatter, it was just red. So what I did for hand number 2, which in my opinion I think looks better, I took the polish. I'm gonna try to do this as clean as possible. I took the polish with a fair amount on the tip here and just smushed it into here. Obviously it was a lot more than I just put in there. I just wanted to show you. And then I blew out onto my nails, and in my opinion it achieved better results. Once you've completed all of your nails, the next step is to let them dry again. Not all the way, but let the red dry a little bit before you apply a top coat. You, again, don't want to smudge the red once you've already had it turn into a splatter form. So let it dry for a little bit and then take your top coat. As you can see, there's some like remnants of my splatter action here on my top coat bottle. So you're going to take this, hit your nails up, let them dry again before you remove the tape. This is a lengthy process. You may want to do it over 2 days. You may want to do the light coat the first day and then the red the second day when you have more time. Once you feel that your top coat has adequately dried, then remove the tape. If you don't let it dry, your tape's gonna ruin your end result. So I know that because I smudged one of my nails. Thankfully it's not very noticeable at all, but I noticed it, so it irritates me that I didn't wait long enough. So just wait a little bit. Even if you think it's dry, I usually do the face test. If they still feel tacky to your skin, if you rub lightly enough, will not mess it up, but that will tell you how dry they actually are, just to get a gauge as to how far along they are. I think this took me an hour and a half, start to finish. I was watching White Collar, so I think I watched 2 episodes of White Collar. It was about an hour and a half. I watched it on Netflix. I didn't have commercials. But overall, these made me pretty excited. I am doing a month of Halloween-inspired nails. Since October is beautifully one of those 5-week-ish months, I'm doing 1 week of the blood splatter. I have scored some awesome Sally Hansen nail enamels. I've got ghosts, I've got skulls, I've got Frankenstein stitches, and spider webs. So yes, I'm pretty excited. So I have 5 fabulous weeks of glorified nails. I will be filming a lot of videos come the Halloween season to show you all kinds of goods, but for now this is just a little sneak peek of what's to come for Halloween, and you should try doing this. If you like blood, you like Dexter, you like anything a little agoraphobic, you know, if you have people that are agoraphobic around you, it's definitely something you should do and just be like, ah. So that's all I've got to say today. It was short, sweet, and I just wanted to share my fun nails with you. So hit subscribe up above. Check out my blog, Cupcakes, Rings, and Glittery Things. Tweet me at glitterythings_, Instagram at glitterythings, Tumblr, Cupcakes, Rings, and Glittery Things. Until next time, I will see you all later.